I'm stumped as to why anyone would have the slightest interest in associating themselves with a degenerate piece of filth like you. But you've got a visitor.
You think I don't know why you go AFK all the time? At least I don't play with a female character model solely to avoid waddling my fat ass over to the computer for masturbation fodder. That's fucked up. You ought to be the one in here, you weirdo.
How does an honest and wholesome model citizen such as yourself get himself detained?
By getting into a bloody shootout with the police after stealing a car from your showroom.
You have the credits, you tight ass. Anyway, get this. I managed to eavesdrop briefly on Eugene and Tyler at school today. I saw Eugene hand Tyler a USB drive. I figured that it likely just contained pornography or something, but from what I overheard of their conversation, they intend on somehow causing significant damage of some sort with whatever's on it.
Don't get bogged down in specifics or anything.
So I swiped the drive from Tyler, duplicated its contents for myself, and replaced the drive without Tyler being any the wiser. He was too stoned to notice.
There's our headline. That's awesome. What's on the drive?
I don't know.
When does this story stop sucking?
There's a folder with a text document containing a list of hexadecimal values with cryptic labeling along with a file with some obscure extension that my computer has no means of opening. I scoured the net for one. Nothing. Whatever these files are capable of is enough to get Eugene and Tyler fired up, and I'm going to find out what it is. Once I do, and providing that I'm able to, I'm going to use them to make Eugene pay.
I'm not sure that pissing off Eugene any more than you already have is such a good idea.
You'd be right to be unsure. It isn't a good idea. It isn't even a great idea. It's the greatest idea.
Oh.
I've already made up my mind that I'm not going to take any more shit from Eugene. I've fucking had it, man. I may have been given an opportunity to put him in his place, and I'm going to take it. I'd like you to be a part of this endeavor, providing that you're not a giant blubbering vagina.
Yeah, whatever, bitch. I'm in. Hey, I'm pretty sure my detention period expired a generous amount of time ago. How do you feel about doing your job and letting me out of here already? God damn it, you nasty motherfucker!
Look, I apologize for our conflict the other day. I really didn't think that you'd have a problem with the patch if I showed it to you, given that it was yourself and the chief who initially caused its use to spread.
I understand. As I said before, my prior use of the patch was fueled by what I personally deemed necessity at the time. I don't consider myself any better than you by any means, but I don't wish to be involved with that software any longer. What's that sound?
My inhaler. Can I ask you something? Do you hold any religious beliefs?
Were I forced to choose,
yes,
I suppose?
Let's say that you are forced to choose. I've got a gun cocked and pressed against your head. What do you say?
Agnostic. I've often encountered the opinion that agnosticism is the most cowardly of the beliefs to hold. I suppose that's due to the assumption that my indecision between atheism and theism is rooted in fear. On the contrary, I believe that it's rooted simply in a lack of evidence that completely eliminates either side from plausibility. In fact, I consider agnosticism to oppose cowardice directly, as it requires an embrace of the unknown, fear's breeding ground. What beliefs do you hold?
I believe that when we die, our corpses merely decompose, and our consciousness is snuffed out in a vacuum of nothingness for the rest of eternity without judgment, and that everybody's here to soak up as many giggles as they can through whatever means are available to them.
Grim.
Of course it's grim, but I had no say when I was thrown into the world I live in. I'm just reacting to all of the horrible shit that's surrounding me. Isn't that what we were designed to do? And anybody who responds with God works in mysterious ways can feel free to strip to their bare asses, skip away into the woods, and get fucked by bears.
How is Madeline?
Worse. Thanks for asking.
Sorry. My life's been a few butterfingers short of a picnic as well. You'd probably laugh your ass off if I managed to convey to you just how confined and isolating it is. The chief has his amusing moments certainly, but living with him takes every fiber of my being in refraining from tossing myself straight out of the window. I'm not comfortable going into detail on the fact, but I recently lost a limb which has really been fucking with me. I know that I'm not going to be around for much longer. You're lucky to have me, Shell. I fell in love with somebody once, but she doesn't reciprocate the feeling. In fact, I'm fairly certain that she wants nothing to do with me anymore. She was the bride at that wedding.
You're telling me that you spared this girl from a miserable existence and now she wants nothing to do with you? No offense, but she sounds like a stone-cold bitch. Her loss.
I also loathe the horrific monotony of my voice as well as myself for recently pushing away both of the best friends that I've ever had in quick succession. If there were an award in existence for the world's most enormous loser, I'd certainly be eligible for a nomination.
The way I see it, either God doesn't exist, or he does and he's the biggest mastermind troll in the universe, and I can say that I'm merely following in his footsteps. Either way, where's the need for morality? Listen, I respect whatever position you hold, but I can't help but have a hard time believing that you'd remain opposed to abusing that patch after telling me all of those things back there. It's just a few lines of code, and this is all just a stupid fucking video game. I'll never bring it up again from this point onwards if that's what you prefer. Hell, we don't even have to meet again. But I think that you owe it to yourself to evaluate what it is exactly that you're holding on to.
Chief? You awake?
Oh god, help, diversities in gaming, innovative gameplays, girl gamers, original IPs, the horrors, oh the horrors. All of those. Gay stations, Nintendons, indie developers, casuals, PC gamers, fat fucks with fedors, get the hell away from me you filthy fucking animals. All glory to the beautiful ex-Bromaster race. Why the fuck couldn't they just be in charge of every single things? Oh why hello there arbiters mother. You knew that I just can't guts enough of that ass of yours, but for Christ's sake woman haul it around the blocks a couple of times plaques.